Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where the Austro-Hungarians have finally surrendered. We can't take anything off them apart from money, but sure, they have to pay us some money. That's fine. Let's have a look at what that actually did to them. I'm going to move. Well, this fleet actually could probably sit. Oh no, we're not going to have enough tonnage. Let's put the New Zealand. Put a couple of ships into Malta. Put some in Gibraltar, and I'm going to put. Basically, this is going to become our Mediterranean fleet because these three battleships. I'm just going to shove them somewhere else. Shove them down here in Wales because they're not our primary units anymore. I'm also going to put the fleet onto limited just to save some money. Good. There we go. And yeah, we're still a little bit negative, but we've got plenty of naval funds, and we are building ships. A lot of those interceptor class are now finished. The Interloper is still commissioning up. Dreadnought is 3 months away, and the Bellerophons are 13 months away. So not really anything too much to talk about. We've nearly got the 13-inch Mark III, which is good. Nothing super interesting. We might get the Destroyer 2 soon, which we can do a B class. Other than that, yeah, just keep on going. We're going to get Cordite 1 soon, which is good. So yeah, nothing too much to do right now, but so it's going to be me clicking in turn and seeing what happens. Most likely war is going to be with Germany, but we'll try and hold that off for as long as possible. In terms of the economy, 64 billion, that seems okay to me. Austro-Hungary, obviously, we didn't get that much actually off them in terms of naval funds. Of course, it's on legendary difficulty, so they have absolutely pots of money. And because it's very early on, it's hard to acquire lots of money, and there were no provinces we could take. So, yeah, just going to have to wait and see. No one else has built a huge number of capital ships either, so I think we're doing okay in terms of that. So I'll see you when there's something to talk about. Welcome back. It's now July 1905, and we've unlocked the Destroyer 2, which is nice, and we've also unlocked Crook 2. So the improved armour, that's good too. So we're going to go for a new Destroyer. Destroyer 2, and this is going to be the B class. Not that many B's. Class. B class. Okay, they can go to 34 knots. That would be good. We still don't have semi-oil or anything like that, but can give them turbines. Probably force turbines. I don't think these are going to be... Can I get that to flip around? Too different from our A-class destroyers, but you know, we might be able to squeeze a little bit more performance out of them. Yeah, that's pushing it. Might be able to get an extra gun on them actually. Now looking at it. I think probably still sticking with 3-inch guns for kind of shooting up transports and that, they're fine. Can we get them to 35s? Nope. I'll leave them at 30s then. And we can fit an extra gun. There we go. The big class has an extra gun. Oh my god, that roll. Minesweeper, yes. Can get the Coincidence 2 rangefinder and 18-inch torpedoes. We now have access to cordite. I think I'm going to do a round of refits. I won't show it on camera because it's not going to be like super interesting. But yeah, I'm going to do a round of refits to just bring all the ships up to standard, get the anti-flood 3 in there. Anything that doesn't have turbines to get the turbine engines, things of that nature. Just tidying everything up and just getting everything sorted out. I'll probably do a round of refits every 5 years. It's currently 1905, so every year that ends in a 5 or in a 0, I'll probably have a look at doing that. Let's max the bell armor. I can actually make this potentially quite a chunky destroyer. Yeah, we can. Craft it out of a solid 1.5 inch thick brick of cemented armor. Sure. We could perhaps make them spacious to serve on. Don't think we can increase the range. No, we'll make them spacious. Make them a bit pleasant. At least we've got the roll down a bit. Forward weight offset of 4.5%. Okay. .3%. .1. I can live with a 0.1%. Loads of engine efficiency, which is good, but that's feeding into our range, which is still not great. So yeah, engine efficiency is pretty handy to have. But yeah, the little B class, definitely an upgrade over the A class. To the point where I'm prepared to build a fair few of them. I think how many A classes do I have in service? Is a good question as well, because I know we lost one. 19. So yeah, let's do another class of 20. It's going to give. We're going to have a lot of destroyers, but we kind of need it because we need ships everywhere. Don't know how else to put that. We need ships all over the place. So yeah, we'll order 20 B class. I'll give them all names off camera because that's incredibly boring content. And we'll stick with the theme. So all the A class have got names starting with A. So we'll go for Bs. And yes, that'll cost a little bit of money, but not too bad. In terms of politics, we are... yeah, it's okay. There's tension, but it's not like we're going to have a war super soon. I don't think, which means that we've managed to get the Bellerophons actually built. We are 8 months away from getting the Dreadnought 3 and laying down our next class of ship, which can have the 13-inch guns. We're currently researching the Mark 114, which is great. But yeah, that's my plan, and I'll be back when there's some more stuff to talk about. I'll do all the refits and renaming off camera. See you soon. Welcome back. It's now February 1906, but we have a battlecruiser, the Battlecruiser 1 hull, and well, we've got to have a look at that. So Let's head in. We will also have the... Actually, I'm going to wait a month, and then I'm going to do the Dreadnought 3 and the Battle Cruiser at the same time. Because we're going to make one sort of the Battle Cruiser version of the other. I think it's, yeah, very next month. So, better to wait. What are the Germans up to? Nope. Yeah, war with Germany is definitely on the way. Right, now let's get into the designing. Now then, what class would this be? It should probably be it'd probably be the Invincibles, won't it? Which is just an unfortunate name, so I'm going to go for the Indefatigables. We also have battleships, who are... Well, this would be the St. Vincent's, but they had 12-inch guns, and we're going up to 13.5s. And that means we're probably... It's not even the Colossus, that'd be the Orion. Won't it? Yeah. It's going to be the Orion class then. So yes, let's do the battleship first of all. So, centerline guns, 13-inch Mark III. Yes, very nice. And we're going to make those 13.5 40 calibers. I think we might have to go to 45s. What were they? Yeah, they were 45s. I know I didn't do that with the 12-inch guns, but I think we can get away with the 45s. There we go. Use the actual historical ones. Main tower, please tell me I can put it down here. Oh, just the world's most annoying hull. I really hate this hull. Like, how are you supposed to do this without having a titanic forward weight offset? If I use a small one, I might be able to perch it on there. Yeah, let's go for the advanced tower 2. Try and perch it on this little promontory. Push the gun right the way forward. And we can get 2 super firing at the front. That's the main thing. As long as we're able to get that in. Funnels, yes. Although they're going to need to be central. One will probably be enough. And then we're going to need a secondary tower. Well, that's just takes up so much space. We use this one. It's a little bit more space efficient. And then guns on the back. And we have a weird gap. Now, what do you put in a weird gap? Of course, you put a gun. So let's have a Q turret. Oh, I'm limited to 4 centerline turrets. Well, that sucks. See what I mean? Like this. Let me put this here. Can we just shorten the hull? Because we don't need all that space in that case. Because it never shortens the nose when you do it. So I'm just taking out basically excess ship. We could probably shorten it again, actually. There we go. When does that happen? About 23,000-ish. Make you fit. I know I normally just, you know, skip this hull. I'm trying to avoid doing that because I know people like to see me use all the hulls. So let's go for that. That looks semi-balanced. It's not great. We also have some floaty boats. Look at these floating boats. I think they're attached to this. Some casements and secondary guns. Probably still use. Could continue to use the 6-inch. Do we get access to any fun things? No. 6-inch secondaries. It is then. One there. One there. One there. One there. Oh, and that gets rid of the floating boats. That's lovely. Can I have a second funnel? Without completely ruining it. Just to, it's more for aesthetics than anything, but it will send my engine efficiency nice and high, which means lots of range, which means lots of missions. And let's make them 45 caliber. 6-inch guns, right. How fast can these things go? 22 knots. Still not exactly super speed. Still stuck on coal. Electro-hydro steering, that's pretty decent though. Still 3, that's new. That's a good thing to have. And we are overweight. It's not the end of the world. I'd like to go for a 4th. Oh god, we're going to armour this thing up as well. This is where it's going. Right, let's do the classic. Putting on what I would like, and then figuring out the rest later. Wow, 124% overweight. Okay, so we cannot afford to armor it up like that. No way. What about a 12.6? That saves a fair bit. It's still the belt armor it's complaining about being super heavy. Hull, bulkheads, mid-build armor, turrets. Yeah, turrets are quite heavy. I am pushing it on this hull to get this much on. How much are the 6-inch guns? 74 tons each. I wouldn't save that much, but it might be worth swapping them out for 5-inch guns. Get some 5-inch 50 caliber. And they're only 50 tons. It saves me a little bit of weight. I should have a little bit of a forward weight offset, but that's unsurprising on this hull. Yeah, well, maybe I have to go down. We'll have to go. We're going to have to shave down the deck, I think. I think the deck is, well, it's not super heavy, but it is heavy enough that needs a bit of a shave. Extended belts, we could shave that down a little bit. Go many bulkheads. I have to go all the way down to standard's getting me close. Right, 2%. 2%. It's still the mid belt. It's only a 12-inch belt. Pretty sure that's what the Bellerophons have, is it not? Yeah, pretty sure. Be the Electro Hydro there. It is very heavy. No, doesn't make much of a difference. It's fucking coal. Coal is heavy. Might have to reduce their range. Yeah. That's it. We're going to reduce the amount of coal on board. And now we're in the money. Once we can get these things running on oil, then it'll be a little bit easier for us, I think. Let's just shift a few things a bit further aft. And we can maybe get a little bit of that forward weight offset down. It's not perfect, but there we go. I wouldn't quite call it a super dreadnought, but it's getting there. It's getting there, and it's this god-awful hull, but, you know, that kind of works. Keeping them short seems to be the trick. Because, yeah, when you lengthen it, it just gets, it just goes out this way. Like, all this stuff gets shoved forward. You don't, it doesn't grow from here on. It grows like in here, which is where you don't want it. Anyway, let's save that. And let's build a battlecruiser. The battlecruiser one, which is not going to be the Royal Oak. It is going to be, and I better check the spelling, the Indefatigable class. Right. Now these bad boys, we can get them up to 25.5 knots. Spicy. Probably try and go for 6 13.5-inch guns. Something like that. Ooh. No. Really? No, none of the funnels fit. Jesus. Let's go with a single funnel for now. Yep, force turbine, absolutely fine. So guns, we're going to go for the same gun. We're going to go for the 13.5 inch 45 caliber gun. There we go. And we're going to go for 6. Very straightforward Yorick style ship. These can work really well, actually. They're going to be a little outclassed later on, but I think we can make these useful for quite a while. Secondary guns, 5s. I'm assuming I don't get... Oh, no, I do get access to barbettes. Really? Just don't fit. Still, swish. To get access to anything like that. 5-inch. Oh, they don't work on it. Never mind. Oops. Nope. I don't care when it. Stop it. Right. Sometimes Windows just. I mean, that's an accessibility feature. It's a very useful accessibility feature. But sometimes it just pisses you off. Right. 50s. Nope. Oh, really? Can you not remember that I wanted them to be 50s? Right. Another one. Here. 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 That should... There should be plenty of forward firepower. Or secondary firepower, I should say. Also forward firepower. Because we've got the two main guns, A and B, and then we've got two 5-inch twins firing forward, which is pretty good. And let's see if we can get it somewhat balanced. Right, rest of the ship. Coincidence rangefinder, enhanced loading, electro-hydro turret. Standard ratio of shells for these. And unlike the historical ships, I'm not going to skimp on protection quite as much. Although it's going to be hard. We don't have a huge amount of weight left. Yeah, deck armor is just so heavy. Oh, I've got plenty left. 12-inch belt then, and 14, 7, 14 on the guns. No. Okay, let's keep it with the 12, 6, 12s. And let's just up that main deck armor a little bit. So they're going to be very vulnerable to being plunging fired. That is something that we might have to try and fix a little later on with them. But in this era, well, in theory, you shouldn't be taking deck hits. I mean, deck armor really is there to prevent bombs going through your deck rather than shells, but not how the game works. Anyway, that is a little thin on the main deck. That is my main concern with them. However, they are not terribly protected. They have maximum bulkheads. Yeah, they should do well. What about costs, actually? 57, and these are 60. So they're more expensive, paying for all that speed. Okay, save them. And let's get a couple under construction. Really? Why is it not listing the ships? There we go. Finally, it's normally in its own section. So, 3. So this will be the Indefatigable. Oh, it was New Zealand and Australia, and we already have a New Zealand and an Australia. Well, I could use some of the Invincibles that were not called Invincible. So we have Inflexible. And, oh, actually is HMS Indomitable. There you go. Good work, game. Saved me some typing. And the Orions. There were 4 of those. So we have HMS Orion, the Monarch, the Conqueror, and the Thunderer. Lovely. 20 months till those will be finished. We'll build all of this out of a scythe as well, I think. If we can. Yep. Perfect. Yes. Good, good. The B-class are all commissioning up, and yep, it does look like the game has done what I hoped, and just randomly scattered them all over the place, because we are going to have to worry about that, and having sufficient force all over the world. And you can do that manually, or you can just build a big class of 20 destroyers and scatter them. Something we can sort out later. Right. I guess then it is time to break once again and see what happens. See you soon. Welcome back. It's now February 1908, and it's time to lay down 2 more ships, because we now have the Dreadnought 4 and the Battlecruiser 2. So these are, well, effectively going to be repeats, because these hulls are not drastically different, but we could maybe do something interesting with them. I think I'm going to make these call these the Iron Dukes. Mind you, they should be the KG5, shouldn't they? I'm just going to avoid KG5 because people are not familiar with the fact that there's 2 KG5s. So what's going to be Royal George, wasn't it? So we'll call it the Royal George in that case. So this is basically just going to be a bigger version of the Orion. 22.4 knots. Let's get the guns. Maybe we can get that Q turret in. Come on. Just let me put it down here, for fuck's sake. Makes so much more sense to have it there, or at least on this wee little bit. But to make me put it all the way forward is just so obnoxious. Right. Can I, if I increase the beam of the ship, can I get it up here? Yeah, there we go. Right, now let's reduce the beam down again. Ha! Hacks. Right. Okay. That's fine. Then we're going to go for a Q. 2 funnels. Possibly just 1 funnel, actually. Yeah, well, let's go for 1 funnel. Secondary tower. Oh, I can put that on the secondary tower. That's good. And Boom. Pretty much what I was going for. We do have a forward weight offset, but we can deal with that later. Get some 3-inch... What? 40s in. Yeah, the thing that's going to go is secondary, because it's much harder to get secondaries in when you've got a Q turret. Nah. None of the fun stuff. But let's get in some 5-inch 50 caliber. Go down to 3 on each side. So I think the Orions have 4 on each side. So we're losing a little bit of secondary firepower, but gaining an extra main gun turret. That's going to be the trade-off. We can finally get semi-oil, which is a big improvement. Torpedo 3, that's nice. Oh, hydrophones. That's nice to see. Still at 96. Now, the Orions had a really weird armor scheme. I'd be 3% of weight if I went for that. Which is basically using an all or nothing before all or nothing was a thing. It's just a bit heavy. What if we shave the main deck down to 6-inch? Okay, 1% overweight. I can live with 1% overweight. What if we go down to 22 knots? Exactly. How fast are the Orions? Also 22 knots. So yeah, let's make them 22 knots anyway. And let's drop their range a pip. 17,500 kilometers is absolutely fine for this era. And then we just need to fix that disgusting forward weight offset problem. Let's add a aft torpedo. .2 is probably the best I'm going to manage, because I reckon, yeah, it's adding a lot of weight to do that. .4.5%. It's not ideal, but this ship is so hard to balance. It's ridiculous. That's with the engines, like the engine room ends kind of here. Like the engines go from here back to here. Like just a really heavy nose. Like stupidly heavy. And that's without putting casements in the front. If you put casements in the front, they just go blub 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 and sink. Or at least it feels that way. But yeah, enhanced firepower version of the Orions. They're quite a bit more expensive than the Orions, because they are just way chunkier ships. But it should do okay. And let's get in our 2nd generation battlecruiser. I would use these because they're fun, but they're also terrible. Which is slightly more of an issue. See, this one can do double funnel. .45s. Secondary 5-inch. These are going to be super similar to the Indies. The Indies had an extra 5-inch gun. Let's try and keep that then. Interferes with quite a lot actually. So no, we'll take that off. Just wondering if there's a way to get them in a little bit more densely. Yeah, there we go. Now you're complaining about those ones. There we go. Right, how far can we make you go? 28.5. Wow. Speedy. We could call it Tiger, I guess. Semi-oil, geared turbines, another advance. Do, do, do. Quickidinks. Okay. Really not looking too shabby, to be honest. Let's go. I could probably leave her on naturals, actually. Armour. That's one up a door. Back in a sec. Rightio. So, could we fix the problem of the indefatigables? %, overweight. Okay. That's doable. Pepper range. I don't like removing range off them, but this basically makes them superior versions of the indefatigables, which are going to need some work to get their deck protection up, but these do have semi-reasonable deck protection. Yes, good. Excellent. Cool. Well, yeah, let's save that. And I'm just going to have to think About how many build? Probably 3. Yeah, let's build 3 of these. And they're going to be the Tiger. Queen Mary would be appropriate, but let's stick with the theme now. Let's go the the Jaguar, and the... I could go Lion, but I want to save that. Panther. There you go. And we're also going to want some of the Royal George class. Yeah, let's build 4 of those. And this will be Royal George. Centurion. Ajax. And Audacious. There we go. 23 months. Again, let's just build them all out of Rhythe. Rhythe is probably pretty full. Yeah. Let's move. Few more ships up to Scarpa, and the rest, yeah, down to Portsmouth. Apart from a destroy. Cool. Excellent stuff. That'll be 2 years before they're ready. Research-wise, we're not. So by the time they finish, or just as they finish, we should get the Dreadnought 5. And we can lay down the next class. So, perfect. Any sign of the Destroyer 3? Nope. And we're on to Mark 2 14-inch guns. So we're almost at Mark 3 14-inch guns. Although those can be annoyingly difficult to unlock. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But again, I'm gonna break a bit. And I'll be back when there's some action. War with Germany looms. But I think it is Russia and Austria-Hungary having to go at it. And then I think Germany and... well, maybe us, but probably Germany and Russia. And then Germany and Russia is going to pull me and France in. So, World War I in the offing. So, we'd better be prepared. And better think about game plan. So, game plan with Germany is bottle them up. So, push this fleet out of the North Sea. Control the North Sea. Which shouldn't be too hard. We can just leave our ships in port to do that. And then we're going to have to get a little task force together to go and attack all the random bits of the German Empire. So this stuff in the Pacific. And they have some African holdings. Yeah, down here. Down here as well. I don't think they have anything elsewhere. So yeah, we're going to have to deal with Africa and the Pacific, and we'll do some naval invasions down there, and yeah, just basically just keep the German fleet contained here as much as possible. Right, see you soon. Welcome back. It took a bit longer than I thought, but basically exactly what I said would happen has happened. Russia and Germany went to war, and the Germans have threatened us for warm incidents. Warm incidents. Our patience is over, sir. Yes, France. Excellent. Good. No. I've decided not to sell any capital ships to miners. Minor nations, that is, not children. Children, if you want to buy a capital ship and you have the money and it's somehow legal for you to do it, sure. So, we should have enough power projection in the North Sea. We need to leave our fleet in the North Sea doing fleet in the North Sea things. However, the Dominion class, which are lying around, there's one in Plymouth, there's 3 in Plymouth and there's 3 in Barry. These things are 20,000 tons each. So a fleet of 6 of them should be able to start a naval invasion. So I'm going to move those 3 ships down to Plymouth. And what else we got here? These... Yeah, they are armoured cruisers as well. So this kind of stuff. These guys are going to head down to Togoland. And we're going to hit Togoland. And this is going to be our little sail around attacking the German colonies fleet. And we're going to take every single ship and whack them on sea control. We now have pots and pots and pots of money. I've actually been running it pretty well, financially speaking, in peacetime. So that's really good. No new designs or text to talk about, of course. But let's end the turn and see what we get. Because usually you get a pretty big battle straight off the bat. Nope. Oh, the United States joining in on time. Nice. Not late to the party. They're also attacking Japan and China. Okay. So it's actually activity down in the Med. Interesting. So it's the New Zealand, one of the old Dominion class. Against the LS. Oh, this is also going to be a pre-dreadnought, so it's going to be interesting. Right, let's head into it. New Zealand last got updated in 1905, so she's not terrible. She does have Mark III guns, coincidence 2 rangefinder, things like that. Right, light cruisers just follow because you're both Tribune class, so you're the mine layers, so you're slow as in then. Actually, go on Nor, and you two are going to act as scouts. But nice to see the New Zealand. Hey, if you're from New Zealand and you're watching the video, let me know in the comments. Say hello. Nice that the pre-dreadnought battleship actually gets a look in. Normally by this point in a campaign I've scrapped them, but scrapping is not allowed. Mothballing is not allowed either. Ships must remain in service. They must do something useful. And yeah, I reckon, 20,000 tons of displacement. They can do some shore bombardment duty where their slowness really doesn't matter. Convoy escort duty, things of that nature. Wow, we are starting really far away. Oh, that's not where I expected them to be. Let's see if we can take out their destroyers. And let's have a quick look at the German ship. Okay. I mean, this is possibly the most garbage hull in the entire game. Just... Oh, no. Sorry, some of the newer... some of the other pre-dreadnoughts are pretty terrible. This one is awful. And the AI has actually done a pretty good job with that. Given this hull and how terrible it is. And the heavy cruiser... Oh, that's a nice little armoured cruiser. That's not too bad. Let's see if we can be a bit of a menace. Take out their destroyers. We've got a B class and an A class. terrible accuracy, obviously. Oh, something jumped way up. Look at that. They did launch a couple of torps. I kind of want to take advantage of high accuracy while I've got it. Yep, down goes the V11. I think the torp exploded on contact with the water, actually. Oh, wow. Both destroyers sunk. That's pretty cool. What have we got over here? It's another destroyer? No, that's a light cruiser. No, game! No! Stop messing with my stuff. Right, at least I saw it. Trying to think what's the best use of our destroyers at this point. Their guns are not going to be particularly useful. Anyway, let's see if we can get a... Oh no, there's another enemy destroyer. Let's kill it. Definitely try and reduce their torpedo boats and destroyers and such. While we wait for the bigger ships to come up. You might want to get your secondaries on the torpedo. Oh, it's a torpedo. It is actually a torpedo boat. And the light cruisers fire on the torpedo boat, please. Pretty fast torpedo boat. Top range is pretty low though. AI has real trouble using torpedoes that have a range like that. Good hit. Who did that? The Tribune. Nice. Nice shot. Taking her out though. Trying their best. Bit of flooding. Oh, there we go. There was some serious hits. Oh! New Zealand hitting the Colne extremely hard. Main belt pen basically blowing up the engines completely. Wow, look at all those funnels. Blowing up the engines. Oof. That's gotta hurt. Where did the heavy cruiser go? No idea. Yeah, down goes the Colne. There it is. Königsberg. Oh, sorry, it's not Königsberg, it's the Karlsruhe. Karlsruhe. Again, I always want to call it the Karlsruhe, but that's not what it is. Ugh. Yeah, just wondering if we can get a sneaky torpedo strike in. Switch torpedoes on, chaps. Let's see if we can cause a little bit of bother. No, don't target the heavy cruiser, please. Target the battleship. higher value target. Yeah, down goes the Karlsruhe. Or would that be the Karlsruhe? I don't know. German speakers, let me know. Oh, there's another sneaky torpedo boat. Hello, sneaky torpedo boat. Boreas firing her torpedoes. Let's try and jink and intercept. Intercept the small ship. Oof, there we go. Aberdeen does have her torpedoes locked on the battleship. That's good. Oh, and firing. The Alsace is on a turn. No, that one maybe had a chance, but then it jinked away. New Zealand still slowly lumbering her way into position. Ouch. Double ouch. Detach and retreat. Smoke. Trying to find the S12, which is high, can't see it because of the smoke, but there we go. Ah, okay. Yeah, 10-inch shell obliterating the Aberdeen there. That's unfortunate. Not much can do about that. Really, you fired like all of your high explosive shells. If we're able to drive a wedge between the battleship and the cruiser, probably not, but we can try. Torpedo boat though needs to be eliminated. Oh wow, great! Look at that, 6-inch gun. 10,000 damage, thank you. Come on, get it. Still not in range. Thank goodness for their ultra short range. Somehow avoiding all this fire. It's being thrown her way. Really? Hitting me on the main tower. That is just rude. There we go. 3-inch gun finally connects. And a 6-inch gun. They're not dead yet. Maximum bulkhead, so they take a little bit more than you might expect. There we go. Cool. Got it. Right, let the extremely slow battle continue. ship is actually a little bit faster than mine, so very hard to bring them to battle. Relying on a lucky hit, basically. My chance per shot. Yeah. It's like rolling a 6. Ooh. Took out their secondary tower. Worst result. A few more little bits of chip damage. Fire. Armored cruisers disappeared completely. She might be trying to sink the Boreas. Oh, okay. There's been a jittering there. Wow, my what? Iron plate armor. Good grief. That is not good. I was about to say she's quite well armoured, but not at minus 20% armour quality. I hope you've got some better designs than this, Germany. Otherwise, we're going to be going through like a hot knife through butter. Oof. Does have maximum bulkheads. Good flooding hit, and we'll be able to finish her off. Close in, try and use the torpedoes, I guess. Oh! Oh! Okay, yep. Pretty big hit there. Another hit to the secondary tower. More flooding. Do you have reinforced bulkheads? No. Two engines out. Quite a lot of flooding now. And down she goes. First blood to the British. Losing a single destroyer. Oh, I'm going to end the battle. Losing a single destroyer. I mean, the Aberdeen did well. and there was nothing that she could have done about being hit by a battleship caliber shell. Yeah. Alsace, gone. They're pretty cheap, 20 million. 2 protected cruisers, 2 destroyers, and 2 torpedo boats. And sure, the heavy cruiser gets away, but I will take it. I will absolutely take it, especially because it was a Dominion class, the New Zealand, and not even close to our latest and greatest battleship. Commendable performance, I would say. So, thank you very much for watching, because I'm going to end the episode here, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.